Didn't know the battle we go through life. We ask for chances fair. Chance equal our stripe. Chance do or dare. We should win. But be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Chill when it's go by. Day by day. We get better and better. We can't beat.
Man, welcome back, everybody. We are in this bitch, and I got mixed feelings about. See, can't even get the sense out. I got mixed feelings about this last game. It was a sight to behold. I think in my last show, since I didn't have my guys here, I was really feeling myself. I was kind of the only opinion. And I said things were going to go a certain way, and they didn't go that specific way. But before we get into those wrong answers and those wrong questions, let my co-host introduce himself. Who are you over here?
I'm back, Ron Rivera. Went to the game. Wish it was a better outcome, but here we are.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you guys can tell me who made that song, I won't buy you any tickets to the next game. Anyway, this game was, man, outrageous. I was gonna go to the game, but bitch, I said no. It didn't feel right. You know, the vibe wasn't right. My family was traversed by a bus. I had flat tires. It was just bad luck. So I figured if I went to the game, maybe I was going to put my bad omens onto the team. So I thought, I'll watch it over TV or whatnot. Lo and behold, I click it on and go to our local fucking TV channel station. The fuck do I find on there? Some goddamn drag racing at 11 a.m. in the goddamn morning. What the fuck is going on here? I look up and look on the internet and shit like that. What do I find out, Rivera? Where the fuck was this game aired on?
On Peacock.
What the fuck is that? Oh, hell no.
It's like fake NBC or something, isn't it?
That shit is fake TV. In general. No. Nebraska, no. Don't ever do no exclusive shit like that again. You are not Jay-Z and they are not Tidal. Do not do no dumb shit like that again. I went back to listening to y'all on the radio this weekend. I can put it to you like that. I watched highlights and listened to you on my phone on the radio app. Because I wasn't dealing with that shit. First off, who the fuck is going to watch Peacock? Second off, who the fuck is going to give Peacock all their information that's over the age of 40 years old, okay? Under the age of 40 years old, excuse me. Over 40, they 100% gave all of their information to Peacock. That right there was just the stupidest fucking marketing scheme I've ever seen in my life. And you want to know why I think they did it, Rivera? Is because I think they planned on not losing as many games right now. Scott Frost either boned a whole bunch of people's wives or ate a whole bunch of executive coochie or some shit like that. He got some great ass TV deals. These motherfuckers have been on some kind of exclusive TV deal every week and they fucking suck. Right? Have they not?
It'll be on NBC next week.
Right. So it's like, man, Scott Frost was a beast that whoever the fuck was negotiating these deals, they had something to blackmail somebody who pressed that button because we are on TV getting our asses whooped nationally. But yeah, fuck you, Peacock, for doing that shit exclusively. First off, your fucking streaming service sucks. It didn't even last long. You guys were like that guy or the girl at the club who talks shit and then get home and shit only lasts for like 5-10 minutes and everyone goes home in a shame of glory. It was horrible. I ended up, like I said, just listening to this shit on the radio. And let me tell you, it was no more or less disappointing than if I had watched it on the screen. So, to get this show started past that Peacock bullshit again, strike this. Do not strike this from the record. Nebraska, never do that dumb shit again. Make this shit local TV. You need as many eyes as you want possible Because possibly they'll click in and see you run a cool play one time before they flick to a fucking Iowa or Illinois game. But anyway, Rivera, reaction. What is your, I guess, after view reaction to the game?
I guess I don't even know. Thought we were gonna win. Obviously, we didn't. All these turnovers. I don't even know where my head's at right now, but it was a good game up until the fourth quarter. Our defense has always kept us in it, but our offense just likes to give it back to the defense for some reason. So, I mean, it was a good game to watch, but not the ending we wanted. I mean, Maryland was pretty good. They got the Tagovailoa brothers, so I guess we'll give them that.
He wasn't even that good, to be honest.
Nah, he was okay. Nothing too special.
How young is he? I don't even remember. I think he's like a sophomore or something.
I thought he was like one of those like 8th-year seniors because of COVID or something.
Hilarious. That's even worse.
Here, let me go find my sources.
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be a blowout. So it wasn't what I thought it was going to be either.
Senior.
He's a senior?
Yep.
Oh, fuck no. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he might be a good... No, you want to know what? Because he, from the highlights that I seen, he looked good in the pocket. Like, he looks stout. He looks strong. His arm looks good. His legs move good. Like, he's not like his brother. His brother has, like, some hitch in his step. Like, he's all like Tua, if he ever had to run, he's always like a step behind in his movement and shit. Even he's not slow. It's just a step behind. It looks like it. Talia, he looks quick. Right now, he looks quick. And against Nebraska's defense, he looks quick. So, you know, that's kind of my outlook on it is we did better than most would assume, but we're still not over that hump to where we're surprising people with the shit that we do. Because, like, lo and behold, we did good shit, and then right to what the negative or naysayers or what me say, we shoot ourselves right in the foot doing dumb shit, bad play, turnovers, shit like that. We didn't even have that many fucking penalties this game, and we found a way to shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, we found the bullet. I'll do it. I promise you I'll do it.
We just had one penalty. I was surprised on that end.
So it's like, you know, what do you do at that point as a coach or as a player where you're just not like giving up on shit? And that's what it kind of looked like. And I don't think they were giving up because they didn't have heart. I think the team just gave up because they ran out of the smarts to get the job done, and they ran out of the conditioning to get the job done. So I felt like, again, this is where we're showing if we don't make it to a bowl game this year, that next year probably isn't going to be that much better. But I think 2 of these games that we lost, we can put onto our win board because we'll react better in certain situations because we had chances to score. We had chances to score. We put ourselves in position to score a whole bunch. And either the play fell short or fucking somebody fell short in the sense of just not doing the right thing on the field. So, yeah, that's kind of my reaction is like it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as what it should have been against what we thought was going to be a better team. So that's at least good, I guess. I guess that's neutral. I don't know. That's just my thought process on the situation, at least for reaction-wise.
Yeah, no, we can't. I think this is the second time we ended the game with 3 straight turnovers, but we lost this time, so we can't be giving the ball over there.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with our offense that makes it like this turnover machine because we don't run plays where we put the ball, like we don't put the ball in crazy, like we don't have to put the ball in crazy harm way. I'll put it to you like that. We put the ball in harm's way, but the plays that Nebraska runs, if you ran it correctly, it wouldn't put the ball in harm's way because you get a chance to redo it or just go to the next down unscathed if you read the play right. So it's like I don't understand, other than fumbling, like I understand those plays. That's just, obviously you're not practicing that shit in practice. Like that's an easy assumption right there. Like if your quarterbacks are fumbling this much because you're not teaching them how to excuse me, you two, choking on my own words, right? It's because you're not teaching the quarterbacks to not fumble in practice. Like that's the only reason that shit is happening. So then when you go to the interceptions, you ask, well, why are they throwing the interceptions? There are only so many reasons why you can throw an interception. The vision, the play, or the blocking. Which one do you think it is out of that scenario?
On why we're turning it over, or what?
Yeah, why we're throwing interceptions. And you can pick all three, because guess what?
I have no idea. It's probably fucking our handling.
All three. The vision, the play calling, and the blocking. It's all three. The linemen aren't blocking very well. The quarterbacks aren't looking at the right fucking throws when they fucking get to the place. And then those two things are happening because the coaching fucking sucks. If the coaching was better at those points right there, like I'm not saying like they're bad coaches all around, but coaches miss shit in the sense of like the sequence of what they're trying to install in their kids sometimes. Because like they assume that their kids are built like that, if you get what I mean, right? Like they assume like Deion Sanders ran plays and does shit for Colorado because he assumes his players are built a specific way. Correct?
I think so.
Same thing when it comes to any football team. You're watching these guys every day. You think that these people who you see on the field. So it's like when they come out there and they're not doing the same shit that they're doing in practice, again, that's either because they're lying to you or you're lying to them. But again, that's just not good in the sense that it's equating to us turning the ball over. Every game. Like, there's no game where we didn't turn the fucking ball over. So, like, again, they're missing something in that practice. AKA, they're not teaching them how to not turn the ball over. Simple. That's fucking simple. I know that was a long explanation for that shit, but that's simple. So, yeah, those turnovers really bit us in the ass. Definitely. I think there was one stat. Would you say that all the who had a what?
No, the core stat of the night. Every quarterback we played had an interception. Watching that live was not pretty. I did like Purdy, but at the end when he threw that last one, I'm like, damn.
They're all looking at the same shit. They're all looking at the same screen. They're all listening to the same person. Same result. That tells you what? What does that tell you, Ron? If you seeing that as a coach, what would you do as Matt Rule in that situation?
Do the same plays or just the same things are happening?
Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. What the fuck is the quarterback coach's name for Nebraska? Excuse me, quarterback coach for Nebraska. You want to have a lunch at 12:30 this afternoon? Oh yeah, go ahead, clear your schedule after that shit. You ain't got nothing else. What do you mean? Oh no, it's because we're gonna go on a nice little trip. Come on, meet me for lunch, buddy. Boop, that nigga's getting fired right after that goddamn lunch. He might know it.
That's who it is. Marcus Satterfield.
Marcus Satterfield, you be fucking fired, buddy. Because, again, 3 people going out there reiterating the same shit over and over again isn't the player. That's the fucking coach. So you're missing something in this scene right now, Mark. So I think we just need to go ahead on and cut your ass out of the scene, and I think the movie will be a lot fucking better the next time around. So that's my reaction, at least. All that boiled down to Mark Satterfield, fucking kill yourself on offense. Stop doing your job, give it to somebody else, fucking lay yourself off, go gang bust the fucking waiter and get her pregnant and have to quit. I don't know. Do some Scott Frost shit. Do some Mickey Joseph shit. Do something, nigga. Lose your job. Yeah. Again, yeah, that's my reaction to that shit. So I guess big moment plays. What really stuck out to you, Rivera, since you actually watched the game? I was next to a radio, like, oh my God, what's going to happen next?
We did pretty good on fourth down stops. We didn't allow any. I mean, they ran for 2, but could have teared the game wide open if they did that. So I'll give them props on that. And me, I like giving some props on the time of possession. We ended up having the ball more, but we kept giving it right back. So don't know if that's even good. Don't even know if that's a good moment play. Just holding the ball. Well, that's more into stats, but yeah, just stopping them on fourth downs gave me the idea that we would do good. But here we are. So
my big moment play, I think I'm gonna give to Javen. I'm just gonna call that nigga Vinny. Vinny Wright, my man. You got the moment play of the fucking night, man. Hey, I didn't see it, but when I heard it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, we about to turn this game around. Lo and behold, that did not happen. But, yo, Mr. Wright.
It was a nice little toe tap interception.
He was awake. He was awake. And, they were on the radio. They made it sound like he didn't get it. They were like, oh, he straggled the sideline. It was cool, though. Like, I don't know if they listened to it, but if go back and listen to it, if you watch this, Javin or Javon, JavaScript, whatever the fuck your name is. Jay, there you go. Vinny, I like that better. That makes you sound like you're a little Italian or some shit like that. Vinny, yay. Anyway, Vinny, keep doing your fucking thing, man. Hopefully you can get some turnover flu and get some turnovers the rest of these fucking games, man. Great fucking play. I think that turnover saved Nebraska from this being a lot worse than what it was going to be honest. Because that put us in contention to get more field goals and ultimately stop them when their offense was kind of buzzing to a point. Like they were, getting first downs and shit like that. They were driving and then boop, it just happened out of nowhere. Like, wow, that was some ballsy shit. Because I know damn well his coach didn't tell him to do no shit like that. So I know damn well he probably got cussed out in that film room. See, a lot of people don't know that. I'm going to give y'all a little insight here on football. Most of the time when corners get an interception is because they're not doing what the fuck their coach told them to do. Rarely, unless you have a coach that has played the position and played it good, rarely will you have a coach tell somebody to overthink some shit, jump some shit, blah, blah, blah. That's athletic ability and timing and shit like that. And a lot of the times the player, oh yeah, good, you got a pick. That's a personal stat. That's a self stat, as some coaches would say. That's not a team stat. A team stat, you play your position right, blah, blah, blah. So you know fucking well, right, Mr. Wright was out of position that play, and he just read Talia the right way and really made a play. So if you got cussed out by a DB coach, Mr. Wright, or Javin, JavaScript, whatever the hell your name is, I'm sorry, buddy, but great reaction, dude. Fucking great reaction. Yeah, so that's my moment playing. So I guess to move on, stat-wise, Rivera, where are you laying at? Where's your? I guess you already said one stat, but that shit ain't real.
So much stats, I'm just frazzled. But all these stats I'm looking at, they're all horrible for us. I don't even know what stats to pick.
Man.
I mean, we were bad at third downs, 2 for 9. I mean, passing it wasn't even there. I think I got to the point where we had 2 passing yards by halftime. It was something like that. I don't even know. And then Maryland's rushing was 0. So they're great at passing or good at rushing, but it wasn't even that good. But I guess one good stat I'd say is even though we lost, I felt like we were a little bit disappointed. We only got one penalty the whole game compared to their 10. So I guess we'll look at the bright side.
How many penalty yards did they have?
Maryland or Nebraska?
Yeah, Maryland.
Maryland, 92.
Oh my God, they almost had 100 yards taken away from them and we couldn't beat them. Lord have mercy, you begged for that shit. How many penalty yards do we have?
Just 15. I think it was a roughing the passer cars. Or no, yeah, something
So
like
they got
that.
75 or 70-something more yards than taken away from them.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but I mean, it was like one of those old school Big Ten battles. Just no one could score, field goals here and there, and then
Dude, Alvano playing for them burritos, Ron. He said, send me a quesadilla or something. Shit, some chips with queso.
I felt like we should have kicked it before we didn't get the fourth, and then that's what led to that touchdown instead of kicking the field goal before halftime. Because we had a chance to at least get on the board, but instead we let Talia, Tulia, Tagovailoa just poop all over us.
It was like a pecking. Like, if he would have kept playing that game that he was playing and then, like, leaked it out over the top, which is what he tried to do, it just didn't work. Yeah. Whether it be because of him or because of the receivers or whatnot, but yeah, it just didn't work. Our defense was just really, really fucking good. So I think that is my big thing, is that we held a team like that to 13 points. That is my. I'm gonna go half and half. That, and then we held our own on the rushing yards. You know, our rushing yards, we still had 183 yards rushing. We almost averaged 5 yards. You know, we got four. I'll say 4.5 yards, pretty much, of rushing. And then, you know, our phenom that I think we really got a 3-star gold star athlete for real, you know, barring injury, knock on wood. Emmett Johnson, man, dude is a beast. He almost had 100 yards rushing against this pretty good Maryland D-line and linebacking core. Like, they weren't no bitches, I'll tell you that. So, I mean, he had 84 yards rushing on 17 attempts. That's some NFL shit right there. He didn't end it with no touchdown or nothing, but I think that was just more of the coaching was that they were forcing fucking Heinrich or Harburg to do most of those dumb fucking throws and picks. Like, all of the quarterbacks were forced into doing a lot of the dumb shit that they were doing. Like, they didn't have to do that. I don't feel like they had to play catch up. I just felt like they just had to play quicker. Like, that's what I was hearing on the radio. It's like they were taking so fucking long to run the plays. The announcers
horrible.
Right. So it's like the announcers fucking doing commercials and shit while these niggas on the play clock.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think we used 4 timeouts because we almost had delay of games.
That's disturbing.
We were the home team, so it's like, what are we all rushing or panicking for?
No, that's not them. Again, it's the coach. That's the coach. Like, the players are only doing what they're listening to. Like, no college player is going out there with their own playbook in their head. Like, you got too much shit to do. You're literally being boxed into what the fuck you have to do as a college player. And, you know, your box expands with the more shit you get right. And I don't know what the fuck our rule guy is looking at, but our box need to be like here. It need to be in Vogan. It don't need to be nowhere outside that shit. Because
they try to come up with some triple option play action passes.
Too much. And he didn't even fucking throw a lot. How much? Let's see. How many?
Don't look at it. I think we all, for a total, everyone threw like 20 passing. Is that what it was? Attempts?
This nigga threw 5 times and threw 1 pick. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, he would, I guess, give him, I think towards the end of the half or end of the quarter, He got an ankle injury. That's why Jeff Sims had to step in. So Harburg got hurt in the first quarter.
These niggas threw a total of 21 passes. And out of those 21 passes, turned the ball over 4 times with no touchdowns. What the fuck does that tell you?
Even 100.
That is the coach. Who's the offensive coordinator for this fucking team? I don't even know who to fire that nigga too.
It's Satterfield.
It's Satterfield. He the quarterback coach and the offensive court. If that ain't the fucking duck quacking at the damn lake right now, fire this nigga tonight. Matt. If you want to win these next 2 games, fire Satterfield immediately. We need to see a news headline statewide. Satterfield's out Tuesday afternoon. Fuck no. What? 21 times, my dude?
Like 20 yards, or what was it? No, it was like 86 yards or something.
Nigga, you're turning the ball over a quarter of the time that you're on the field. What? That's more than a quarter. I'm giving him leniency right now on my high-ass math right now. A quarter of the time you're turning the ball over, and then another quarter of that, you're just empty calories. Wow. That is someone seeing that's enlightening. Yeah, at this point on that offense, I don't think it's the players, because like you get everyone's healthy to a point, other than obviously the people who got injured this game. Your offensive line isn't bad, and you can't produce. I mean, they produce running, but he even running the ball at the wrong times. Like, dude was just like fucking. It's like he makes a script, and then he just fucking goes with that script no matter what. Like, he don't change anything out of the fucking script no matter how the game is going. Like, he just goes with his script. Dude, fire this motherfucker. If he can't change... The dude ran 21 passing plays. Emmett Johnson has 17 carries. So he ran 20 passing plays, and Sims had 10 carries. So I'm going to let's say half of those are scripted. So he's at about 23 fucking runs right now. Everyone else didn't have over 5. So he ran the ball about 40 times. Let's say that. 35 to 45 times. And threw the ball 21 times. And this nigga could only come up with 183 yards of fucking rushing right now. Are you kidding me? Against Maryland, he only could come up with barely over 250 yards of offense. What the fuck? Do you understand Michigan had more yards than that in their first half?
I'm sure it was the first quarter, but yeah.
Right. Wow. He needs to be fired immediately. If any stat that we just talked about in this fucking show, it needs to be that play count that we just went over right there. 20? Huh?
Wasn't pretty, man.
It wasn't. And that's one person's fault that offense wasn't pretty, because our defense played a beautiful game. They only got scored on because of pitch count. And I'm going to just give y'all the scoop right now. They going to be the highlight of the fucking game. Because them niggas played their asses off. Everybody needs a black shirt. Because everyone kept running back on that field every fucking series and playing their asses off. Like, listening to that shit on the radio, old school wise, dude, that shit felt so nostalgic, because it was just ba-boom, turn, ba-boom, turn, ba-boom, 4 and out, ba-boom, 3 and out, ba-boom. And, dude, it was awesome. So they were, like, that touchdown that happened, like, if I remember correctly, that was, like, back-to-back big plays. If I remember correctly, it was, like, one big pass play and then to the same dude or to the same side. Yeah.
4 a half. They literally threw like a 50-yarder.
Right. So they were tired. That was just fatigue, and that's not an excuse. And we'll get into that. But yeah, stat wise, yeah, Satterfield, Max Powers, whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah, go ahead, pack your shit up, son. You're done for this fucking season. At least you would be on my team, or I'd be calling the plays, and you'd be a dummy fucking coach out. You'd be a ass coach because you getting your ass back with Jeff. You see, he got sent right back to that bench.
Yeah, they put Purdy in. I don't know. Purdy had some good stuff thrown. I mean, he only had 20 yards, but he ran.
He looked like he got an NFL quarterback for a brother.
Yep, Brock Purdy's brother.
That's easy. But you want to know what? Brock Purdy's not in that fucking quarterback room with him every day. Because I bet you if Brock Purdy was, them niggas wouldn't have threw 4 picks this damn weekend.
Going back to your stat on defense, though, they think it is a big max sack, so
we
got to take all the wins when we can.
Welcome back, everybody. We've been doing some research because I'm just stuck on this fucking guy and how he's kept this nigga done kept his job. What'd you say, Ron? How long?
7 years.
This nigga done kept his job for as many years as LeBron James, then took his teams to the goddamn playoffs, running this shitty ass offense. Are you
me and this coach? I'll fucking post up 10 points too, maybe.
Are you kidding me right now? So he's been coaching with him since what? Baylor?
Yes, sir. Baylor, Temple, Baylor, and the Panthers.
Oh, dude, he's not getting fired. Rivera, he's not getting fired. He's not getting fired. Those players are either going to have to transfer or literally pick it outside of Matt Rule's office.
Audible.
What?
It's an audible every play.
Something. Because he's not losing his job. He done been with him through every level of college football. Wow. Get the fuck out of here. You got to be effing with me right now. Wow.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. So he's been with him for the Panthers, Temple, Baylor, then this bullshit too. Dude, you see why the fuck Matt Rule keep getting fired? I don't even think it's Matt Rule at this point. It's this motherfucker. Wow. Wow.
Best out here. Not our super best, but
Damn. We might have fucked up. Because Matt Rule ain't that bad. When you think about it, he bad, but he ain't that stupid. This nigga he might be remedial. He might be remedial. Seriously, do we have an interview of this nigga talking or some shit like that? Have you ever heard him talk? Did he sound like his parents may have had sex with their cousins before?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Wow.
When they have their press conference, I'll send it to you.
I finished my fucking ginger ale on that shit. Yeah, you better blur that shit out because they'll sue us for me talking this much shit about this guy. Is he ginger?
Nah, I have no idea.
I didn't see the picture of him. Oh no, he's not. Ew. Yeah, he definitely look. He incest kid, 100%. Ew. I just seen a picture of this guy. Look him up. What's his name again?
I forget. Marcus Satterfield.
Marcus Satterfield. First off, that's a black guy's name. He stole some black guy's identity or some shit like that. Second off, he did not play football. There's no fucking personal possible way he's ever played football in his life. Other than on Madden or NCAA video games. And this nigga is leading young men. What? Fuck no. Yeah, it's a fucking joke, all right. And it's a joke on us.
I just want to see us score a little bit more than 10 points every game. But
You would think you've had this much time to cook up something with these players. And you know what? Funny enough, not only did I get what I wished for this whole season, Rivera, I got double of what the fuck I wished for. Because not only did 2 of the quarterbacks get on the field, all 3 of the fucking quarterbacks got on the goddamn field this game.
yeah. Don't know how bad Harper's injury is, but if he's not starting, I can't wait to see who they're going to play.
Wow. They're going to have to blow up Purdy.
I'm thinking about next game, but I don't even know what part of the segment we are, but it's just, I don't think we can even talk about what's going on with this coach, what we just found out.
Man, like we were going to talk about breakout players, but at this point, our offensive fucking whole offense just needs a hug and a cookie at this point. Because it's about to be tough sledding, uphill battle, ice slick trucker roads for the rest of this fucking season if this guy is at the helm for the rest of this season.
I mean, I think we just need to go out one game and just start chucking the ball.
Hell no. If he's turning the ball over, we just did the stat numbering to this shit. He turned the ball over 25% of the time with his offense on the damn field. How do those stats? Listen to that thought process right there. Out of 20 passes, the nigga turned the ball over 4 times, and that's not even counting the fumbles. So if we add in the fumbles with this shit, it's damn near a 25% proficiency that this nigga's offense is going to turn the ball over.
Every 5 plays.
What the fuck? Wow. That is disturbing. Yeah, Ron just said the stat right. That means every 5 plays, guaranteed, there's going to be a turnover of some sort or an attempt of a turnover. Somebody going to fumble it. Somebody going to have an interception almost. Something is going to happen to where the ball can be turned over. So we'll keep track of that for you guys and see how much that happens.
You know, the sad part was, each time they had Jeff Sims running the ball, most of the people in the stands were like, oh, okay, no turnover.
Hilarious. Because they like, he is ass back. What is he doing out there on the field? Wow. That is disturbing. And then, okay, what do you do with the other half or 75% of your offense? Well, fuck it. Let's just take it another 25%. It's empty calories. You're going 3 and out or 4 and out, and fucking nothing is happening. You're not even getting a field goal. If you take his scoring drives, we only had 3 scoring drives. That means you're scoring in less than fucking 15% of your offense. Less than that. I'm just being nice just so we're not giving the real bad numbers. It's like closer to less than 10% of your offense. Less than 9, 8.
Not good.
That like, you're scoring.
Close games.
So you're saying that we can only score at the beginning and at the end of quarters because that's 10% of the fucking game. Wow. That is fucking. I'm sorry, offensive players, Jeff Sims, Purdy, all of you guys. I'm sorry. Hallelujah, praise you, thank you, Jesus. Wow, I am sorry, you guys, because I didn't even realize until this segment's right here that this is what the fuck y'all been dealing with this whole season. Is this asshole telling y'all these plays in y'all ear? Not to even be funny, I'd rather take him like diddling these kids in the shower at this point to why this offense is this fucking bad. Because at least that would make sense as to why these niggas aren't receiving this shit, right? No, he is fucking that bad of a fucking coach. If you can't get niggas at Temple, Baylor, NFL level, what makes you think you're going to get somebody at Nebraska to listen to you correctly? Okay, he did it. He got someone at Nebraska to listen to him correctly. This nigga is throwing these children under the bus. I'm here to tell you right now, if I was Harburg's parents, if I was Jeff Sims' parents, If I was Chuba Purdy's parents, they're not touching that field. They're not going to school until he is not a coach anymore. Because if they continue to let their kids get behind his plays, they're done. Their careers, done, over. They're going back home to live with their parents, sell insurance like Tom Brady talked about. Because, no. Wow. I feel sorry for you guys. So with all of that, we'll talk a little bit about some breakout players. Ron, who the fuck you think was a breakout player this last game?
I'm trying to see how much turnovers we have.
You know what? And that's not even counting the plays that could have been turnovers, Ron.
Oh, no, yeah.
Right, because there were a lot of plays where it's, he dropped the pick.
Oh, yeah. There's a pick we had that was called back. So.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. I guess let's look at the bright side for now.
Uphill battle, folks.
Breakout player?
Yeah, breakout player.
I don't even know who broke out. I'm going to go with our defense.
Yeah.
Defense tried to hold us back in there. We should have lost like 35-10 or something, but...
Hallelujah to you guys, because...
Yeah, praise the defense for doing all that.
Defense, I got a crazy fucking idea for you. Put on some black sheets and poke some holes in the eye and go burn a cross in this nigga's front yard. Marcus, burn a cross in that nigga's front yard. No hate crime shit. Just put on the cross, you suck. Go back home. Wow.
Trying to think. Yeah, we had no good breakout players. I'll shout out Tagovailoa. He pooped all over us for as much as our defense held them down. I'm sure he could have gone off more, but we'll give him just 283 passing yards.
No, that's really good. Because he's been doing a lot worse to other teams. He's been putting up like 400, damn near 500 yards. He's got the most passing yards and the most passing touchdowns in the Big Ten.
Oh, yeah. So we'll give him shutting them. I guess that's what we can call him, shutting down.
They didn't embarrass him, but they did slow him and stifle him. And that made it to where it went to the end of it. And that is not a lie. Our defense is ready. They are TTG. They are trained to go.
Yep. I guess the average is, I think I'm reading this right, is passing yards against AP top 25 teams, 482.
Right.
So, yeah, we shut him down.
He couldn't. Like I said, his play is, Tom Brady you and bring your defense down. And then when your defense comes down, play action it and hit receivers on the outside hashes. He ain't throwing it in the middle of the hashes like Tua does and shit like that. He throwing all his shit on the outside hashes over people's heads by the sideline because that's college quarterbacking. You're just giving him an outlet to where, if the pass isn't there, either the receiver has to make an amazing play or is going to go out of bounds. You're not leaving it up to a DB not being good and shit like that. So, that's Talia's game is he has to sway that defense like that. And then we just didn't sway. So 100% I agree with that. We did not sway. We stayed stout. We stayed strong. More black shirts need to be handed out on this defense, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've earned it. I think they've earned to be called black shirts again with this season that they've had. I don't think we've had really one bad game other than the Michigan game, to be honest. To where, we've gotten our asses whooped. Now, look, knock on wood. Because these next two games definitely got the validity to be able to break our defense's ass wide open. But before we get to that, let me get to my breakout player. And I'm going to give him a double hug because he got over turnovers. He got over the shitty offensive coordinator. And he is a hell of an athlete. My dude, Emmitt Smith. No, I'm fucking with you. Emmett Johnson is a beast. Dude was 16 yards away from 100 yards rushing, and in my opinion, he should have had a touchdown. They didn't utilize him enough when they were in the red zone. They weren't even in the red zone a lot to begin with, but when they were in the red zone, yeah, they just didn't utilize him enough, and they tried to do too much trick shit, and he just ended up falling flat on his ass. So the offensive coordinator falling flat on his ass with his ideas. But Emmett, man, we may have found some gold in that kid. For real, seriously, barring injury and shit like that, Emmett is the shit, for real. Like, he's got some power behind him. He's got some pop behind him. He's got breakaway speed. He's everything Nebraska needs at running back. You want to know who he reminds me of, to be honest? And I'm just now thinking of this. Because, like, he's deceiving too with his running backing. But he was awesome. He was great. You want to know who? Amon Green, the one and only.
Okay.
Right. Amon is a fucking beast. But, like, when you see Amon Green, like, you don't assume that he's fast. You don't assume that he's powerful. You don't assume that he's, like, going to do that stuff. He looks like an average person. Like, he looks like an average running back. Like, he's big as fuck in real life. But I'm talking about football-wise. He doesn't look like someone who would do these things to you. And if you know anything about how he plays, he was a beast at running back for Nebraska and in the NFL. Like, beast. For real. Like, up there with Marshawn Lynch type B. Like, in my opinion, fuck, he better than Marshawn Lynch. But that's just me, because he's from Omaha and shit like that. But that's just me. Marshawn, he's still a beast. But in my opinion, Amon Green got you. He been beast mode since beast mode was created. Emmett reminds me of him. But, you want to know what made Amon Green really good? Very, 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 very few injuries. Very, very few injuries. And that is hard to get at running back because you getting hit anytime you touch the ball. Like, quarterbacks get the ball damn near every play. Centers get the ball damn near every play. In my opinion, they don't get hit as rough and as much as a running back does. So if you can find a running back that can take that shit and be able to pound that rock, you might have found some gold right there. So I think that's who we found in Emmett Johnson is a captain. I think that this dude could be like a pillar for Nebraska's offense. I don't know if any of these quarterbacks can be that, but I feel like no matter what play, I think he's such a good athlete. Even if you call a shitty running play, he's good enough to where it won't be a negative at least. That's just me. I digress.
And he's a true freshman, I believe.
So he's 18 doing this shit? 18, 19 doing this?
Yeah. Unless he was a redshirt, but
I take a
looks
drink
like
of
he's
ginger
a
ale to
true
that
freshman.
shit. I think he is 18, 19.
Yeah,
he isn't. Today he is. After tonight he is. Downgrade your ass academically, nigga. You a freshman now. But no. Yeah, that is definitely my breakout player. He has been doing this anytime he's been getting the ball this year. So this isn't no shit where it's like, oh, it just happened this 1 week. No, Emmett been getting it. So, for sure. But speaking on those, we got a Big Ten game next week, Ron. We got two. First off, we got 2 more chances to be bowl eligible this year. Hey guys, we got a fucking chance to take a vacation to a place we damn sure don't need to be going to for no more. We can fucking do it. 2 games. We just need to win one of the 2.
We're on prime time Saturday.
Fucking right. NBC, right? That's the real Peacock. That's the Peacock I know. Hey, unfortunately, the 2 games we need happen to be probably the 2 toughest games we're gonna play next to Michigan and fucking what the fuck was the other team that we lost to that was good? Maryland.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Colorado, but...
No, they're not that good. I'm talking about teams that should have kicked our ass, and Michigan did kick our ass, and Maryland should have kicked our ass, but our defense got better. But
Wow.
Wisconsin is a different beast, man. I believe they have some other college team old head coach, the dude that got the spiky hair and big ass nose.
Right into it.
Huh?
Luke Fickle.
Yeah, I was 100% gonna fucking say Fickle, but I didn't know if that was gonna be the right guy or not. Hilarious, yeah. We know how the fuck Luke play. You know how Luke play. It's gonna be pro fucking straight up your goddamn face. Not good for our defense, but hey, who knows? Our defense may come in and stuff that hole and not leave any room for him to do his fickle shit. Because we already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck Luke Fickle does every fucking game. He is going to run the most vanilla fucking playbook ever for like maybe the first 2 or 3 drives. Just enough to see where the fuck your defense's headspace is at for that game. And then after that, it's going to be just an onslaught of just fucking trying to sway your defense. And so what I mean by that is like he's going to be running plays to where all the players are going to be sprinting to this side of the field. And then he's going to run plays to where all the players are sprinting to this side of the field. And then he's going to run like 5 running plays where motherfuckers is crisscrossing and shit like that. So the reason why coaches do that, simple. Like I always tell you guys, simple football. They're making the players run. Think about that. They're making the players run. They're going to make Nebraska's defense run, first off, before the fucking ball gets snapped. Remember that, guys, when you watch this game. Look for that. They're going to probably do some of the most motioning that you've ever fucking seen any team do against Nebraska just because that's Luke Fickle. He's going to try and make our defense do this before the play actually happens. And so then by the time the play happens, either your defense is going to be confused or your defense is going to be tired. One of the two. Now, if you have a good defensive coordinator, you've already taught them this shit. And you'll say, hey, when this happens, pass it off to this person. These people shift this way. You'll get your defense in sequence. When you have a defensive coordinator that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, you're going to get chaos out there on the field, and everyone is going to be running around like with their hair on fire, and it's going to be an onslaught. Not high scoring. Player-wise, it's going to be an onslaught because you're not going to know what the fuck to do other than get your ass blocked and get off the field. So it's like, we have to be ready for that. And that is like some NFL shit. Because NFL players, conditioning-wise, if you do your job, you don't worry about that, right, Ron?
Exactly.
So we'll see. We have had a pitch count this whole season. What do you think our defensive pitch count is, Ron?
I have no idea. 69.
It's probably about 40, 45 plays. That's kind of what I've seen. We're good till like maybe the middle of the third quarter, into the third quarter. Then we start to show tiredness, lackadaisicalness, not running to the ball, shit like that. If that stays true, which you can't get in condition in fucking 5 days, it's gonna stay true. Unless we fucking come out there with our hair on fire and come out there with a plan, that 45 plays is going to get cut down to like 25, 30 plays. Because we're going to be running so fucking much on defense, it's not going to matter. So, like, that's my biggest fear, is that our coaches aren't ready for that kind of playbook. And our defense is going to get rung from that. Offense-wise, he's got a pretty standard fucking defense. He ain't got no phenoms at corner. He ain't got no phenoms at linebacker. He may
So I'm
have
saying, just chuck the ball until we can do it 30
no.
times.
I wouldn't even think about throwing the ball with Marcus at the fucking helm. You know what, Ron? You're fucking right. You are fucking right. Because you want to know what? I'm thinking in the headspace of someone who's actually played football and knows football to a certain degree. You're talking from a headspace that this nigga has never played football and has never been in the headspace to play fucking sports the right way. So if you're thinking that he's in that headspace, which he is, guaranteed he is, he's been doing it the whole season so far. He's going to go out there and he's going to fucking air it out, Ron. You're fucking right. He's not going to give Emmett the ball unless it's an option play. And he ain't going to give anyone the ball unless he's going to try and bring those quarterbacks back. Because if he's the QB coach and the offensive coordinator, that means he suck at 2 jobs.
Pretty much.
He ain't about to go out like that. So if I were him and as dumb as him, my big play would to be, oh, I'm not going to let my dudes go out like this, especially since I'm the one who put them on the chopping block. I'm about to go out there and give them some light to shine. But wrench in your plan, these niggas are not good. Why are they not good? Because this nigga has not coached them this whole time the right way. So, yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Wisconsin's 5-5, so we're back at, we just got to not suck against this other not suck team.
But in the Big Ten, that's not bad, though. Like, that 5-5, I bet you isn't like Michigan State's fucking horrible-ass record. I bet you it's a whole bunch of close games that they probably just didn't get.
They just lost to Wisconsin or to Northwestern Saturday.
And what was that game? I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it was really, well, every Northwestern game is close.
24-10.
Oh, shit. That was not close.
And then they lost Indiana 20-14.
That's not that bad.
So Ohio State 24-10.
So it seems like they're having offensive problems too.
So yeah, hopefully they can continue. Win or lose, they play. Someone's gonna be bowl eligible. Whoever wins.
You're right about that one. Fingers fucking crossed, guys.
Let's hope it's us.
What do you think about this team?
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I don't know much about them. So let's hope they're figuring their shit out and then just they keep losing. And then I know they're fucking big O-line, so hopefully we can match up with them on defense, which I'm not afraid of, but I feel like their running game's always a problem against us, but that's something we can talk about next week.
We'll dive deep into it.
I think it'll be a good game just because both of us suck and don't know how to fucking score, so.
Turnover central again? Knock on wood. I said turnover central again. That's what it's sounding like.
I hope not. Hopefully it's just fucking 80 runs each fucking team. But
Marcus Satterfield, I pray someone sends this video to you. Quit your job, dude.
Please prove us wrong, but...
No, just quit. You've already proven what the fuck you're going to do. Just quit. Just quit at this point. You'll get on that Scott Frost, Mike Riley fucking train of having a paycheck sent to you every week to never bring up our name again. Speaking of Mike Riley and Scott Frost, say when niggas leave Nebraska, they always got a better life. Mike Riley is in the fucking top 10 right now.
Oh, yeah, Oregon State's doing pretty good.
Oregon State, people. Mike Riley went back home and did better than us. Scott Frost has got better TV deals than Bo Pelini did. What the fuck? Matt Rule hired Marcus Satterfield. I'm just going to leave you guys with that stat right there until the next episode.
Go Big Red.
Until then, we got your boy Lou House in the building.
Ron Rivera.
This is them dudes talking in you. Goddamn. Marcus Satterfield quit. You son of a bitch. Quit.
See what happens next week.
Quit. I don't want to see you next week, Marcus. Quit.